let's talk about Rohit Sharma for a second. There was talk, there's a few murmurs, few whispers that he may play the game tomorrow. If he does, then well. But first, the Indian coach, let's have a read through what he has said. He says, I have no say, neither am I part of the selection. All I know is the medical report which says he could be in danger of injuring himself again. He could be in danger of injuring himself again. But a minority report there.
Exactly. That's my problem. I think he's phrased it very badly. Injuring himself again, I mean, exactly. He's not seeing, unless Ravi Shastri is sitting in Alibag with a crystal ball in front of him, that's not going to happen. So my sense is what he's saying is he could be in danger of aggravating a pre-existing injury is probably what he's trying to say. And normally under these circumstances, and I know this very well because in 2011, there was a very, very similar case. Kolkata was playing for the qualifiers, and at that point in time, Gautam Gambhir caught a niggle in his last league match. And the next match was, a qualifier against Mumbai in Mumbai. Now, the thing about it is, the moment that happened, under normal circumstances, the physio of the Kolkata team, or the physio in this case, the Mumbai team, has to send the report to the BCCI. So the BCCI has everything. And then at that point in time, the BCCI can actually take a call and say, stand him down. And normally the franchise will not. Normally, it's very difficult to turn around and refuse that. So if the BCCI feel that he has a danger of aggravating his injury, they could well ask the franchise to stand him down.
But Michael, we just saw him batting in the nets today on social media.
Well, the whisper was that he was going to come back and play on November the 3rd. So, I'm going with that. I think Rohit may play tomorrow. From that statement, it reads to me that they want him to get more conditioned in his body. Maybe he's not quite as fit. We know the kind of bus that Virat drives is a very fit one. If you're not a part of the fit bus, you kind of get moved aside, doesn't matter who you are. And that's a little bit of a message that maybe he's not physically as fit as he could be.
You think that? Wow, that's a big call, yeah? No, I'm just saying if it is. We're just discussing theories here because, well, you have to discuss theories when you don't get a clear picture from the inside, right? So that's all we can do.
If they're not going to come out and be absolutely clear that Rohit Sharma, if Rohit Sharma's got an injury, tell us what the injury is.
Yeah.
And make it very clear that, look, he's got a hamstring problem. Fine, not a problem. That's why he's not playing. If it is that he's just not playing because there's a chance he might get injured, I've never heard that before in my life.
Yeah.
I've never had that in a cricket team, that someone's not playing a batsman because he might get injured. I've never seen. I've seen it with bowlers that you get them what they call. I remember Arsene Wenger in football. I can't remember what the zone was. It was like the blue zone or the purple zone. But a player would go into this zone because they played so much, and the data and information could kind of sense that an injury was only a matter of minutes away. I get that with bowlers, but with a batsman, I've never ever heard of it. So we'll wait and see if he plays. I'm intrigued about this next week or so, how it plays out with Rohit Sharma, because if he does play, and he plays tomorrow and he plays on Thursday, surely that means he goes to Australia. I can't see why he wouldn't go to Australia if he's playing in the IPL. So I'm really I'm intrigued, for one, about the way it's been kind of handled. I think it's very odd and strange that it's not open and honest. And for two, the whisper that he's in the nets, he may play tomorrow, he might play on Thursday. Let's wait and see. But it all seems a little bit. It seems a little bit like it doesn't need to be the way it is. It doesn't need to be so kind of hidden behind closed doors. It's Rohit Sharma. He's playing cricket. He's not doing anything else. Just tell him he's injured. It's not a problem. People do get injured.
Yeah, and he's one of the best in the world, Joy.
Correct.
Absolutely. And there's one more thing I want to say. Everywhere in the world, the rule is, if you're a player and you may or may not get fit for a tour, if you're a star player and may or may not be fit for a tour, you're always selected first, fit available, unless
and then you probably inform a backup that if this happens, so
you're chosen first, and then if you're not fit, you take a fitness test close to the date, you're then dropped. It's never this way around. How on God's earth are you having a situation where it says he's dropped, make himself fit? It never happens.
Yeah, but I also have another question, which is that I don't think it's been communicated whether there's still space for him on that flight, or will one person be dropped to take him? There's just so many questions. Has it been?
But Rohit Sharma, for me, he's so good that I believe that there are certain talents and players that you give extra special treatment to. And some people in management leadership go rubbish. You keep everyone the same and you treat them all as one. I believe the opposite. I believe you treat everyone as individuals in management. You know, you try and get the best out of every individual. And for me, Rohit Sharma is that good that I would be taking him on the tour, even if there was only a chance that he would play the last game on tour. I'd take him. Because I'd have him around the team, I'd have him in the dressing room, his experience, his know-how, and I'd make sure that I'm getting him fit with the chance that he could play the last game at all. You are coming, Rohit. You're that important to the team. So I don't quite get all this mysterious method of the way that he's being treated. Let's be honest, it's only a game of cricket. Just tell him he's got an injury.